At Sydney Airport, Customs and Border Protection have pulled aside 2 passengers for an inspection. They have both returned from trips to Vietnam and appear to be travelling separately.
What our concerns are, you've got all this travel going to Vietnam. Obviously costs a fair bit. You told me you earn 40,000 a year, is that correct?
More than 40,000.
More than 40,000? Yeah. You've claimed you've got a wife and 2 kids. How can you afford that?
Officers are also concerned about the other passenger, who seems to be extremely nervous and is standing unusually still.
Yeah, and just the jacket, the way it's done up.
Keeps licking his lips.
You want some water?
I know. Thank you.
No?
Thank you very much.
No? How long have you lived in Australia for? 3 years? Do you have family outside?
Yeah.
Who is picking you up? Who is outside?
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Officer Gina will now talk with the other passenger to establish if there is a connection between the 2 men.
He reckons he went to Hanoi. He's very vague about where he stayed even last night. He couldn't name the hotel.
Okay. Hello, sir. You go to Vietnam a lot of times.
Yeah.
Nearly every month.
He asking, another lady asking, you come asking, one man come asking. Every time I come back, I
Yeah,
ask like
because
that.
we are assessing you to see whether you are telling us the truth or not.
Check this one, nothing. Okay, I can go.
I haven't finished checking you though, sir.
What long, just asking, this man come, that man
Well,
come,
that is
another man come.
that's how we check you, by speaking to you. That is what our job is. Our job is to question you, to speak to passengers, to see if they are telling us the truth, right? So we can have a picture of what you're saying to us. And if we think that you are not telling us the truth, or if there is an inconsistency with your story, then we will call somebody else over, which this officer has done, so I can come and question you in relation to your travel.
Meanwhile, at the other bench, officers are noting the second passenger's composure.
He's not interested in what we're doing.
Oh, he's looking around. He's very, very nervous.
He's remaining unusually still, while the other man seems impatient to leave. The behaviour of both men is concerning, and officers will need to consider all possibilities.
Whenever we start asking more questions, keeps licking his lips.
So does this guy keeps licking his lips too? Because they reckon this one might be internal. So if you're thinking that one as well.
He's very, very nervous.
The other man appears annoyed and argumentative.
I don't care.
Okay.
When I come back, you check my leg and ask me question. Okay, it's nothing, let me go. If you think we got something in my stomach, send me go. Doctor, or something.
Well, we are still doing checks. We are still doing
Can you
checks.
check only this one, how long you check?
That's
5
been
hours?
checked.
Sit
I'm doing other checks at the moment. How long? 5 hours? I don't think your flight's been down here for 5 hours. They've only been here at the barrier for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, but
I'm just telling you, we are assessing you at the moment. Okay?
I know, but I go overseas, coming back. Okay, it's your job, you're checking me.
Yep.
My leg
And that's what we're doing.
and everything.
So if you're happy with the bag, just repack the bag.
The other man, who seems to be extremely nervous, is also causing concern. Officers still need to establish if the 2 men are connected in any way.
How long were you in Vietnam?
2 weeks.
And why did you go to Vietnam?
What?
Why did you go to Vietnam?
You go on holiday 2 weeks.
You have no family in Vietnam? Mother, father?
Yeah, no. My
No
father,
one?
yeah.
Your father here?
There are suspicions that both of the men could be concealing contraband. Officers call on the dog unit to sniff the men for narcotics.
Okay? We're going to run the dogs past you. The dogs are going to come and just walk around you.
The dog responds strongly to the shoes of one of the men.
Can I get you to stand over here so the dog can run past you, okay?
But has no reaction to the other man.
All right, thanks, Dave. It's the other one. The dog reacted to his shoes. Thank you, sir. You can come back to the barrier. Was he licking him? He was smelling him as well. He was smelling him as well.
He will now be escorted to a private interview room.
Do it with an interpreter. Ask
Yeah.
him through the interpreter if he has anything in his shoes.
Okay, sir. You put your bag on the trolley. Yeah, he has.
Officers notice that the man is walking strangely.
Has someone got? We need. Yeah.
Meanwhile, there are still concerns about the other man.
Ever been in trouble with the police? In Australia,
Never.
Vietnam, anywhere
I've
in the
been in
world?
Australia 30 years.
Yeah.
Never happened to the police.
A frisk search is conducted to make sure he is not concealing anything illegal on his body.
Got nothing in your shoes at all? Nothing in them? If you don't mind, if you'd like. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, just relax.
The frisk search is negative, and the officers are convinced he has no connection with the other man. Nothing illegal has been found, and he's free to go.
Okay. See you, man.
However, there is a major development in the interview room. The passenger has admitted that he is carrying narcotics.
I said, are you carrying anything on your body or in your shoes? And he went, it's in my shoes.
Yep.
He's just made admissions, it's in the shoes. He was too scared to tell us.
Yes.
And I said, well, you know,
Why?
I've got a duty of care.
Yep.
I said, if you've swallowed, if they break, you're going to die. So
Yep.
please tell us where it is. He said, it's in the shoes. I cautioned him.
But are we satisfied there's nothing in the belly?
Well, not yet. Can
I'll
you
call
ring
AFP.
Can you ring AFP?
Yeah.
The passenger hands over his shoes, and the concealment is immediately obvious. In Melbourne, a woman has arrived from Malaysia with only a few pieces of hand luggage.
So this is your hotel, the Rendezvous?
Yes, this
Okay.
one already booked.
And how long are you staying there for?
5 days.
5 days.
But when Officer Daniel requests her return ticket, it seems she may be a little confused about the length of her stay.
It's only a couple of days.
5 days.
Well, today's the 10th.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 I
This
think.
is the 13th, yeah.
13.
So it's 3 days. Okay. Do you know anyone in Australia? Any friends or family? Or...
No.
No one at all. You just come on your own. Okay, what else do you have?
The passenger then produces a 3-day itinerary of art exhibitions, which she claims is the reason for her visit.
I mean,
I like art, you know. The art is very painting. I like all.
you like art.
I like art.
Anything specific that you like?
I like art very much.
What in particular?
Painting, the craft. That's what? Handcraft. That's
Any famous paintings that we have here that you want to see?
yes.
Do you know them?
I don't know, but I want to see. I want
to see.
That's why I take my camera. I want to see.
But given her busy art itinerary, officers are surprised when the woman says she has also bought a ticket online to fly to Sydney.
What about all these events that you wanted to see, though?
Just 1 hour only here to Sydney, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, 1 hour. Just I want to shopping, then I come back to Melbourne.
Sure.
There are still doubts about the woman's story, and officers have a lot more questions to ask her.
She hasn't really answered the questions, like just with the itinerary. She had a 3-day full schedule, but she's taking off in the middle to go to Sydney. We're just looking into a bit further, that's all.
A closer look at her passport reveals this is not her first trip to Australia.
When were you last in Sydney?
Last in Sydney?
Yeah. October?
Last year. Yes.
Last October? How long were you there for?
For 4 days, 3 days.
3 days? What did you do
This one.
that trip? What did you do then?
This one I have company. My company sent me.
Your company sent
Yeah,
you?
the
For work
the second
or-
one, no, for work. This one for I work there, and then he give me holiday. Go to the.
He gave you a holiday to go to
Yes,
Sydney
Yes, go to holiday to
for 3 days.
Yes.
And you were there earlier in August as well. And how long were you here then?
Also same.
Also 2 days?
3, 4 days, isn't it?
2. A lot of short trips in and out of Australia.
This is different. I have my kids. Yes, I go. Yes, I don't want to waste my this one.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
that's my thing. You just go look and see the Australia and then I go back.
The woman explains she has young children in Malaysia.
Who's looking after them?
My ex-husband. I also divorced.
Oh, okay. So your ex-husband's looking after them?
Yes.
Unsure what to make of the passenger's story, officers continue their search of her luggage to make sure she is not attempting to conceal any prohibited items.
This is your
Do you
bag?
want to have another look at that?
You bought it?
Yes.
How long have you owned it for?
I also forget so long.
Long time?
No.
It's okay.
How? Why?
No, we're just going to do a test.
Okay.
We do a test for drugs. Okay.
Some stuff here.
Sure. Just sort of give it a swab.
While conducting the swab test, officers notice a small inconsistency inside the bag.
Seems like there's a lot of glue on the bottom of the bag, so that's why we're just double checking.
It's a negative result for traces of narcotics. But the inconsistent lining of the bag still has officers concerned.
Okay, we're just going to do a couple more tests on your bag. Okay, so just be with one moment. Do you want to? We're just going to make sure that your bag doesn't have anything that it shouldn't have. Okay, this is our job. This is what we do. We look for.
It's okay.
You understand? Yeah. Very good. Do you want a glass of water or something?
It's okay.
You sure?
Okay. This is the first time I see.
Yeah.
So sure. I first time, you know.
Yeah.
Application.
First time that you've been searched by customs. So those last 2 times that you come in,
No.
what happened?
So
What happened?
So surprised, you know.
When you-
Special experience.
Yeah. When you come to Sydney.
Cannot forget until I die.
Yeah.
Despite the woman's jovial demeanour, officers suspect she might be hiding something. Hopefully, an X-ray of her bag will give them some answers.
If there's a concealment, generally it comes up with some anomalies, so it looks different, but it seems everything looks the same.
The bag is clear, and officers must now ensure the woman is not concealing anything on the outside or inside of her body.
Well, if someone's internally swallowed drugs, there's a thought that perhaps the body sweats some of the chemicals out. You ever been around any drugs?
No.
No?
Officer Jody will swab the passenger's shoes to try and find any traces of narcotics she may have sweated out on the 7-hour flight from Malaysia. It's a negative result, but the woman is not free to go.
Now, we just want to ensure you have nothing on your body, okay? So I'm going to detain you for the purpose of a frisk search, okay?
Like that? Feet apart? Yep. A little bit further apart? No, a little bit more. Yeah, like that. Thank you. Okay.
Narcotics can often be concealed underneath a passenger's clothing. A careful frisk search is conducted to identify any abnormalities.
She's wearing like these control briefs, which sort of feel a little bit padded. Like there's a rustling at the back, but I'm not sure if it's a tag or if it's actually...
No worries.
But there is another theory about what the woman could be up to.
It's either internal or...
We still have some concerns about your travel here to Australia. So what we want to do now, we're going to move you to an interview room and we're going to ask you a few more questions about your trip here to Australia, okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. Do it in there.
I don't know, you know. My English is very poor.
It's okay, we get translator if you need, okay?
A Malaysian translator will be used to assist in a more in-depth questioning of the passenger.
We're just going to ask you a few more questions about her travel here and just try and get some more answers, I suppose.
But once inside, the passenger makes a startling confession. And officers realise her situation is potentially a matter of life and death.
Nez, search room ASAP.
The passenger has confessed that she's carrying drugs internally. But that's not all.
Can you shut the door, please, Sammy?
Even more alarming is that she also claims she's 3 months pregnant. Officers seek urgent medical assistance.
She's got it. We're just worried about her health now and contacting the medical practitioners and other law enforcement agencies.
Victorian paramedics arrive along with the Australian Federal Police.
She's stated that she's inserted 30 medium-sized pellets, but we don't know whether that's true and what the substance is. Now we're just handing over to the Australian Federal Police and they'll take the matter from here. She'll be going to the hospital.
The passenger will undergo a medical examination and receive urgent medical care to ensure the drugs she may be carrying internally don't threaten her life.
She's very upset. She would like to see her children and, yeah, it's a stressful situation for her.
Australian Border Force officers in Sydney have taken aside an Estonian woman arriving off a flight from London. She says she is here for a 16-day holiday, but a number of her travel details stand out as being a little unusual.
First time to Australia, recent ticket, recent visa, so pretty much last minute. Not travelling with anyone today. The baggage officer noticed that she's a bit nervous.
One of the 2 suitcases she is carrying is full of clothing and personal items for her to stay, but it's the second case that raises officers' suspicions. It only contains 2 brand new backpacks and an empty laptop bag, and the woman immediately claims the case is not hers.
She kept telling the baggage officer that the backpacks and the contents that's inside the suitcase doesn't belong to her. She's carrying it for a friend.
Carrying luggage for someone else is a red flag for officers, and the backpacks are taken to a secure examination room where a swab test will determine if any further investigation is required.
So the first backpack has cocaine reading.
It's a strong reading, and the second backpack will now be swab tested. While back at the bench, officers notice the passenger is looking increasingly nervous.
Are you sure you don't want a chair?
She felt like she wanted to faint, so the officer assisted her with bringing out a chair so she can sit down.
She is not behaving like a regular tourist, and as the second backpack is swab tested, officers strongly suspect that the passenger may be carrying narcotics.
Bingo, 2 positive for cocaine with very high reading.
The backpacks will now be closely examined to check for any concealments as Supervising Officer Brett now joins the investigation.
We're going to put these backpacks through the X-ray because we're a bit concerned about the thickness and the weight of some of the padded panels.
And the X-ray immediately highlights an anomaly.
It looks pretty normal, but then you can see a darker shade, which is could be something concealed inside the lining. As you can see from this side image, it is darker.
There is a layer of unidentified organic matter in both bags.
So we've taken these 2 backpacks into the tool room to deconstruct it and see what we find in there.
In the examination room, one of the backpacks will be opened to try to locate the organic material seen on the X-ray. While the passenger has been read her rights and taken to a private interview room for questioning, where she insists the suitcase containing the bags is not hers.
She has a story about someone in London who has given her some things to pass on to someone else that's meeting her here. She says they're not hers. That's pretty much what everyone says.
and an X-ray revealed a layer of unidentified organic matter concealed in the lining of both bags.
When I kept feeling inside the lining and the layers inside the compartments, it was just different to other backpacks.
In the examination room, Officer Tim begins to deconstruct one of the backpacks, and almost immediately he finds a white powder hidden in the foam layers.
It's your normal sort of foam that you get in the back of a backpack, but inside the foam there's a sheet of white powder that put across through there.
A sample of the white powder is collected for testing, while outside, the suitcase that contained the backpacks, along with the empty laptop bag, are X-rayed to see if they too have concealments.
The main suitcase is cleared by the X-ray images. I still have doubts with the laptop bag. There's the darker shade to it. When you feel it, it's still that softness inside it.
The laptop bag has identical shading to the two backpacks, and it is taken to the examination room, where a narcotics indicator kit will identify the white powder. A pink and blue liquid will confirm a positive result.
Pink on top, blue on the bottom, it's positive for coke.
The investigation is stepped up, and the young woman is informed that the Australian Federal Police are on their way.
We've told her what we have located, how we've located it and where it is. She is very panicked at the moment, wondering how much trouble she's in, how much trouble she's going to be in, and wondering where things are going to go for her from here.
A sample of the white powder concealed in one of the backpacks undergoes secondary testing, which confirms that it is an illegal substance.
Again, we've got another reading for cocaine hydrochloride.
The two backpacks, along with the laptop bag, will now be seized, and while the distressed passenger maintains that she was carrying it for a friend, officers have made another alarming discovery.
The suitcase that all these items have been placed in has itself been previously tampered with. There's indicators that it has either been used as a concealment for narcotics before or is intended to be used for one. There are some nuts and bolts that are holding it together that isn't in the manufacturer design. Telltale signs.
The suitcase is also seized as evidence, and the young woman is taken into police custody. She will be charged with importing narcotics into Australia.
In the customs hall, one passenger is trying hard not to draw attention to himself.
The guy came up to the nothing to declare gate, and he had a bag which is pretty much what a businessman would carry. Just looking at him through his appearance, he looked quite shabby, and he was trying to appear as a business type of person, traveller.
Paul has just arrived from Argentina.
Who packed the bag?
A colleague of mine, a friend of mine.
A friend of yours. Do you have your friend's name?
It is a Brazilian name.
It's a Brazilian name. A friend of yours?
Not a friend, a colleague.
Yeah.
Someone I met.
Yeah. How long ago did you meet him?
About 3 to 6 months ago.
And you trust him to pack your bags?
Yeah, I've been trust each other.
Yeah.
Trust each other.
Is this your blanket?
No.
It's not your blanket. Where did the blanket come from?
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know what this is here? These are?
I've no idea.
No? It's your bag, isn't it?
This is my bag, but I didn't pack it.
Who packed it?
Like I said, a colleague of mine. I have no idea what that is.
Huh?
I put my clothing on my bed. They stuck the clothing at the bottom there, obviously. No idea what that is.
The suspicious packages concealed in his luggage are about to be X-rayed.
What we've got here is a couple of statues that we've found in his baggage. Once we put them through the X-ray, we can see quite a dense organic matter inside the statue itself. We're just doing an iron scan analysis on the outside packaging of the statue. We'd like to confirm if it is actually narcotics in that statue or whether it is something else.
What I'm going to do is do an analysis of the swab. What it does is it just picks up the ion scan particles from this machine, spits back what could be a narcotic substance. That's what we're looking for. Okay, what we've got here is a really high reading for cocaine.
This positive drug test is not good news, but Paul is still claiming the statues aren't his and that someone else packed his bag for him.
You do not have to say or do anything, but anything you do say or do may be used as evidence. Do you understand that?
I understand. It's bubble wrap there. You can smell the paint on it, can't you? Where's the concealment? Down in the main part there. Have a look at the plug underneath there. Is it soft in there? Where did you get the statues from? When was the last time you opened the bag?
Must have been when I left Sao Paulo.
And what were you doing over there?
I was coming away here to Australia.
So you came from where?
Sao Paulo.
From Brazil?
Brazil, yeah. Yeah.
From South Africa originally?
South Africa, yeah.
To Brazil? Yeah. To here? So what were you doing going through Brazil to get to here? Why did you come direct from South Africa to here?
Ticket bought for me through that way.
Who bought the ticket for you?
A friend of mine, the same friend.
Same friend who?
Sao Paulo, yeah.
So you hadn't opened this bag since you left South Africa, is that right?
No. This bag was packed for me in Sao Paulo.
For you? You didn't pack it yourself?
I didn't pack it. I only packed it one day.
Okay.
These clothes are laid out on my bed.
Yeah.
So he packed it for me. And I come out and find this stuff in here.
You got friends here?
No, no friends.
What are you in Brazil for?
About 2 days.
Only 2 days in Brazil. Did you intend to go to Brazil in the first place?
No, I'm here on holiday. Go through Brazil, you see. I've always wanted to come here.
You always wanted.
The sniffer dog has given a positive response to the statues.
Good girl. Good girl.
It seems Paul might not be a legitimate tourist.
She's just reacted to, looks like about 6 or 7 statues. Not an easy concealment because the amount of odour coming out would have been very minimal, but she's done super.
We're going to take you to an interview room over here. We're going to contact the Australian Federal Police and they'll come out here and they'll have a talk to you, okay?
The police will determine whether Paul's a drug runner or an innocent traveller betrayed by a friend.
What was the strange name in packed your bag?
He's got a Brazil name. I don't understand these
Brazil name?
names. Brazilian names. I don't understand people's names.
In South Africa, was it? Or was he in
Sao
Brazil?
Paulo.
During his interviews, Paul confessed he was travelling on a false British passport. The man's real name is William. He is a South African maintenance worker and father of 2 children. The 7 porcelain statues contained 3.4 kilograms of cocaine, worth $442,000. William was found guilty of possessing a false passport and importing cocaine. Border Force officers have pulled aside this passenger who is returning from Vietnam after they noticed some unusual behaviour.
Just the way he acted around the baggage carousel sort of alerted my suspicions, and this is why we've selected him for a baggage search.
Nothing of concern is found in the man's suitcase, so officers' attention turns to the blue plastic bag he's carrying.
The second bag is full of food stuff, and it's all commercially sealed and packaged.
Swabs are taken from the food packets to check for any traces of illicit substances, and this testing brings about a sudden change in the man's demeanour.
He's now not as talkative as he was, and he's saying that he's a little bit sick, that he's not feeling well.
Officers assist the passenger after he explains that there is medication in his bag which he needs to take.
We're going to go and get you something to eat.
I want to eat.
But you have to have something to eat to take this one.
That one first.
But this one has to be taken with food. Can we get you something to eat? They're both in his name?
They are both in his name.
Yeah, let him have it. It's up to him. We've warned him. Okay, yes, please. All right, we're going to give it to you. One this and one this.
The swab samples are now run through the ion scanner, and the result is something that could see him deteriorate even further.
We did an ion scan and the result is positive for ephedrine.
Officers must now step up the investigation and open the packets.
But what is actually inside after opening it up and looking inside is a white powder. So this then needs to be tested further.
The suspicious powder will now undergo secondary testing while the man is thoroughly questioned.
Okay, so we're going to take you into the room over there and we'll get you an interpreter so that you can speak to the interpreter, okay?
Officers now read the man his rights.
So you don't have to say or do anything, but anything you do say or do may be used in evidence. Do you understand that?
While the man anxiously waits for the official test results, it appears he already knows it's not going to be a good result. Secondary testing of a white powder found concealed in food packets belonging to this passenger has confirmed officers' concerns.
That has also resulted positive for ephedrine, which can be used in the manufacturing of ice.
As the evidence mounts against the man who appears to have been caught with a restricted substance, his state of health continues to decline.
He's now saying that he's feeling sick. I do believe he may be a bit ill and dizzy, but I also believe that he's probably putting on a bit of a show.
No, don't sit on the floor, sit on the chair.
I scared to fall out. She did.
Don't sit on the floor.
We get them too long.
Okay.
Fine.
His behaviour is making it impossible to continue the interview.
He's saying he's still feeling sick, so at this point we've had to call for an ambulance.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Interpreter, can you confirm that if we brought any food in, he would refuse to eat it?
We've had the paramedics check him, they've given him the okay, so we can proceed with our investigations.
With his clean bill of health confirmed, he's left with no choice but to face the serious consequences of bringing an illicit substance into Australia.
We have found 7.99 kilos of ephedrine, and so now we'll be handing it over to our investigations branch to proceed with the prosecution.
Border Force officers in Brisbane have been alerted to the arrival of this US citizen flying in from Los Angeles.
He's come of interest because of other associates he's been travelling with previously. They've been intercepted in the States and they've been caught with narcotics leaving the US.
You've been here before, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
The man is actually meant to be in Melbourne, and officers question him about his unusual travel movements.
So how come you came into Brisbane?
Because my flight was, I was late for my flight when I came to LA, or when I was in LA to come here.
You live in LA?
I live in LA, yeah. So I was late for that flight, and then they put me on this one to Brisbane, and then they told me from Brisbane I could fly to...
Well, can you do me a favour? Can you just go like that for me? Are you feeling okay? You're not sick?
Yeah, I'm just a little shaky because everything that's going on. I don't know. I'm late for my flight.
Okay.
I'm a little worried.
But you've travelled, like you said, travel before. This is custom. This is what we do. We just search.
No, I understand. I totally understand. It's just, I'm
just
like,
that you're really shaking. So
yeah, it's also I have PSD, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's good. Everything's good.
Okay.
Do you need to take any medication or anything like that?
I haven't taken any, no.
Do you need to take some?
No, I don't.
Sure. Would you like a chair? Or?
The chair would be nice if that's possible.
Yeah, we can get that. Yeah, okay.
Officers are concerned that the man's nervous behaviour could be an indication that he is carrying illicit items. And as the shaky passenger takes a seat, officers prepare to carry out a swab test.
Do you know what this is?
No.
Okay, so basically it tests... Got a machine in there, it's going to test for traces of drugs. Have you ever used any drugs?
I have used drugs.
What sort of drugs have you used?
Methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine? Okay. When?
About 3 days ago.
3 days ago. So you think maybe it's going to come back positive?
Probably.
Probably. How often do you use?
Enough.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you straight up now,
Have you got any drugs in your bags or on your person?
Not in my bag.
Okay, on your person?
You did.
That was an admission?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right.
Confirming their suspicions, the man admits to officers that he is carrying drugs internally.
If you look at me, okay, I'm now going to caution you, all right? You do not have to say or do anything, but anything you do say or do could be taken down in evidence. Do you understand that? Okay. Christopher, the drugs you have on your person, are they on your body? Are they internally or? Okay. And on, you got both, all right, mate. He has made admissions that he is carrying something on his body. He said it's methamphetamines. He's carrying it around his crotch area and he's also carrying it internally.
Drug importation is a serious offence and the investigation will now be stepped up.
Because you've made an admission that you're carrying drugs on your person, okay, so you understand that that's a concern for us, we're going to be calling the Federal Police. It's a glass of water there, mate.
As reality sinks in, the passenger becomes increasingly upset.
He's extremely distraught. I think he's realised what's happened.
Despite his distress, so far officers only have the man's word to go on, so they continue to search his bags to make sure they do not contain any illicit substances, and they must also check his body.
Okay, Christopher, we've got a dog here, okay? We just would like you just to stand up against this wall and the dog's going to run past, all right?
If the detector dog sits near the passenger, it's an indication that there are narcotics present. It's a positive reaction from the detector dog.
So, mate, you're right to take a seat, mate.
The passenger's health now becomes a top priority, as there is every chance the narcotics he is carrying internally could rupture and become life-threatening.
How much do you have? Ounces. Ounces? How many ounces? 6.5.
Yeah.
The people that you're here to meet, you're not involved?
Not at all. I'm absolutely not involved.
So it's just purely for you?
Just for me.
He's stated that it's personal use only. He's not bringing in the narcotics for anyone else. He's met an Australian woman online, so he's coming to visit her. We'll do some further follow-up on that person as well.
The Australian Federal Police have been called and they will take over the investigation, but Border Force officers' immediate concern is the passenger's fragile health.
So, Christopher, with the narcotics, with the breakup of it, how much is around your crotch and how much did you insert anally?
There's 1 ounce on my contraband crotch.
Sorry, say that again?
I think there's 1 ounce under my crotch and the rest is...
So most of it is inserted? Okay.
An ambulance team is also on its way, but the passenger becomes more distressed as time passes.
It's a fairly common reaction being caught with the staff. Unlike probably people that have it in their baggage, because it's on his body, it's a lot harder for them because it's still, they can't sort of get rid of it, it's still on them or in them in this case.
But before he can be taken to hospital and receive medical help, the passenger must consent.
Just have a read of this one, okay? That just explains to you what's going to happen, okay?
He reads the information, but he refuses to agree to the examination.
Christopher, if you consent to the search being done, you need to sign here, okay?
Okay, I know, but if that's what's going to take them to get home to my dog, then that's what I'll do. Then if it means I'm going to be still arrested, then I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I just want to go home to my dog and never deal with drugs again.
As you understand, going home is not an option.
As the minutes tick by, he still refuses to consent.
Our main concern here at the moment, Chris, is your health. Do you understand that? The fact that he's got the narcotics inside, which we believe to be methamphetamine, that we have got concerns that they could burst inside him, so it's just really more concerned about his health at this stage rather than narcotics. Yeah, this is not an admission of guilt. This is, So all you need to do is sign it and date it here.
If I do say this right now.
Yeah, that's all right.
I know it's gonna come out. It's in there. I know that it's in there.
It's going to have to come out either way. So the two options are, if you sign the form, then we can get it out a lot quicker. Otherwise, we have to get a judge to give us an order to actually.
There is a medical team on standby, but they cannot help until the passenger gives consent.
Either way, you'll go to the hospital. You'll be coming out at the hospital by a doctor.
Finally, he agrees. The man's belongings will now be seized by the Australian Federal Police as he is medically assessed.
So, any other medical conditions?
The Queensland Ambulance did monitor him and done a few tests. They're quite comfortable nothing's leaked at this stage, but they're very concerned that something may leak, as by what we can understand is he actually put it into himself prior to leaving LA, so it's about 16, 17 hours. So they're really keen to get into the hospital to get it removed by a doctor as soon as possible.
Australian Border Force officers have pulled aside this Singaporean woman after her frequent trips to Melbourne caught their attention.
Her travel patterns appear to be quite frequent, but they're also short stays. So it could be legitimate business or it could be something a little more sinister.
Are you available to come to bags?
A full baggage search will be carried out, but a fellow officer is called to the bench as there appears to be a problem with her suitcase.
So you can't open it?
Yeah, the pin number is 662. Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's inside?
My clothes and the books.
The passenger is trying to get into her bag. She's having difficulty. This does raise some concern for us. It appears that she may be hiding something, so we need to get it open.
The case will be forcibly opened while the woman is questioned about her unusual travel movements.
In the last 12 months, how many times you come to Melbourne?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Take a guess. Six?
Six.
No more than 6?
6, 8.
I have no idea what the pin is.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
that's all right.
So every time you come to Melbourne, why you come?
I come for travel and meet up my friend.
Okay. For no other reason? So every time you come is just for holiday?
Yes, holiday.
Okay. In Singapore, what do you do for job?
Teacher.
Teacher?
Yeah. And I got some part-time job to.
So you have part-time job as well?
Yeah.
So if you have full-time job with teacher and part-time job, you wouldn't have much time to travel.
Because now it's during almost school holiday.
Yeah, almost school holiday, but not school holiday yet.
Yeah, I take annual leave.
Her story is not quite adding up, and officers suspect this woman may be up to something.
So we just want to make sure she's not travelling with anybody else.
And as her suitcase is opened, it reveals exactly what that is.
Okay, you don't have to do or say anything. Anything you do say or do may be used in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
In Melbourne, Border Force officers are now cautioning a Singaporean woman after forcibly opening her suitcase to make a startling discovery.
In the suitcase, there is nothing else except cigarettes. There's thousands upon thousands of cigarettes, no clothes, no toiletries, no nothing, just cigarettes.
All passengers arriving in Australia are required to declare if they are carrying any more than 50 cigarettes, as a duty must be paid. And on this many sticks, the evaded tax would be in the tens of thousands of dollars.
This is your name? Yes. Yeah, okay. So yeah, obviously number question 2 relates to alcohol and cigarettes, okay? Because you have a bag full of cigarettes and you have not declared them, okay? So you've committed an offence.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Yeah, because me and my husband, same days is flight.
Okay.
My husband fly to Fiji, then attending a wedding. So he bring these 2 luggage and we bring these 2 luggage to Melbourne.
Okay.
This luggage.
It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything else.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
You understand the caution?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to say anything, but anything you do say may be used in evidence. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay.
She claims her bags have been mixed up with her husband's before leaving China. But officers notice the woman is not wearing a wedding ring, as they turn their attention to her second suitcase, which she also says she cannot open.
I'm thinking that if there's cigarettes in the first bag, there's surely got to be cigarettes in the second bag. That cigarette's in there too? I think so.
The second case is also loaded, and the passenger is now escorted to a private interview room where the investigation will continue.
The second one. We just look in the bags to make sure it's just the cigarettes, okay? And then we count the cigarettes.
It's her 8th visit to Melbourne in the last year, and it seems this passenger knows her luck has just run out.
She knows it's not good. It's not going to be a good outcome for her no matter what.
This cigarette is not belong to me. I'm even not smoke. I'm innocent.
But Border Force officers believe this massive haul of tobacco was headed straight for the Australian black market to be sold for a hefty profit.
There's a lot of money to be made from not declaring tobacco and then selling it on the black market. It's very obvious that this wasn't for personal use, so where was it going to end up? But yeah, we're doing our best to stop these imports crossing the border.
The woman maintains that the bags are not hers.
I think most probably is mixed up with my friends, the luggage, because the luggage is almost the same. I think in China we mix up.
Her story has changed a couple of times. First it was her husband that was flying to Fiji, now it's her friend. So the deception is there.
At a final count, there are 40,000 cigarettes, or more than $27,000 in evaded duty.
So if you grab your purse and all your belongings, our process is just finished. So now I've just referred her up to our border entry team, who will decide whether to cancel her visa.
Immigration officers will now determine if she will be allowed to enter the country, while the cigarettes will be destroyed. At Melbourne Airport, Border Force officers have already started searching the luggage of an Australian man arriving from Los Angeles, and his nervous behaviour is causing some concern.
He's been sweating a lot, just when we've been talking to him, and his behaviour is leaning over the bench a lot and just things that most people don't do when you're looking through their bags, asking a lot of questions about why we're going through his bag. So we want to make sure that he's not got anything in his bags or on his person or inside his body. You know, we do get passengers that carry drugs internally as well, so yeah, that can be a big problem and difficult to find as well.
The man claims he lives in Sydney, but he has made several trips from Melbourne to Los Angeles in recent months, and Officer Jerome wants to know why.
So did you come down from Sydney to Melbourne to go to fly, or are you living in Melbourne?
I'm sort of living in Melbourne because...
Where are you actually living?
I'm into relationships, sort of. I've got somebody here and somebody in LA.
So
and even though I officially live in Sydney, yes, it is.
South
Yeah.
And whose place is that?
That's his place. This is only a recent thing that's happened here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And he, you know, it's all quite complicated with trying to manage my partner in the US and everything as well, and let him not know about this.
His answer doesn't justify why he's so nervous, but then he offers another explanation.
He wanted to point out that he may have a marijuana joint inside his bag, and he said, I tried to find it, couldn't find it, so he said, you may come across that or not. So I said, you know, are you okay? Are you physically all right? You're sweating a lot, you all right?
Yeah, no, I'm just worried about the marijuana, and it's all like you all seem to think I'm drug smuggling or something.
It's an unusual response, and a swab taken from some of his personal belongings to check for traces of narcotics may indicate what this passenger is really up to. And the result is negative. The man claims the reason for his nervousness is because there may be a joint of marijuana in his suitcase. But the case is now empty, and as it's put through the X-ray, no joint or any other illicit substances are found.
All right, we can pack this up.
Yep.
His suitcase is given the all clear, and the passenger can't repack it fast enough. But officers aren't completely satisfied just yet.
Oh, you need to go to the bag.
A second swab is taken, this time from the man's backpack, and if it's positive, they'll have to step up the investigation. He will now be taken to a private room for further questioning, as officers search for the source of the drug readings.
We've asked him, has he used those sort of drugs recently, and he said he had used methamphetamine 3 days before he left Australia, but he's also got some, in his baggage, we found some anti-diarrhea tablets, which is a big question mark on people that might be carrying something internally.
He will now undergo a frisk search to check for any concealments of prohibited goods on his body. But when Officer Jerome asks the man to consent to an internal body scan, things take a dramatic turn.
He's just admitted that he has got something internally. He's told us that he's carrying 3 to 4 ounces, and he's put that inside himself and carried it from America. So the Federal Police will arrive, and they'll get him transported to the hospital in an ambulance for his welfare. We've got to keep an eye on him, make sure that those drugs don't start leaching into his body.